welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt. So, one thing I want to do before we get to this episode's hunt is actually just see what the point total is for, like, all licenses. So, 150, 350, 700? No, 600. Yeah, 600, 900... Okay, so it does seem like the pro license is basically just the point total of all dinosaur species combined together. So I don't think you actually save much in the way of any funds there. So I would never recommend getting that. It used to be, I thought, how it worked. I don't know if those actually go through to apply for the Revolver too, but I guess we'll keep them. I don't know if the pro license is super worth it without being able to, like, put any dinosaur on any map. Like, I think that would be a better use of the pro license is when you go to modify the hunts, it allows any map you choose to select any dinosaur from the roster at all to be able to put on it. So, like, when we were trying last episode to set up the Great Forest, if I go to modify, for whatever reason, I can't put on the Ceratosaurus here. I mean, I can put the Rex, which is kind of weird, but there's no option for the Ceratosaurus at all. Although, you know what? I should just quickly go through and check and see. Is the Ceratosaurus just missing from being able to put on any of these maps? Yeah, it's not in there. You can put the Rex on for whatever reason. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe they forgot to allow the Ceratosaurus as an option to be picked to put on the maps. Like, it's in this one. So, yeah, maybe that's what's happened. There's just been an oversight of they forgot to code it to be available on all maps to choose. But this episode is going to be a full herbivore hunt in the fog. Actually, I think if we take that off, that is all herbivores, isn't it? And we're only going to be using the Revolver for it, so no other weapons. This will be an interesting one to see if we can... Yeah, okay, so that is everything there. This will be interesting to see how we fare using just the Revolver against this. I'm going to keep all the player upgrades, all this stuff. I'm not going to use any of this. I won't worry about any of the missed upgrades. We'll just go try this, see if we can get a few animals down with one shot with the Revolver or not. And see if we can get sneak up close to be able to perform those hits too. I figured with last episode being a full Carnivores hunt, this would be a nice way to change up the dynamic a bit and go to full Herbivore, while still putting us in a fair bit of danger because we have to rely on the Revolver. We're not going to use the regular rifle at all, it is just up close using that handgun. Or hand cannon, I should say, given the size of it. And yeah, we're going to see how this goes. Without having to worry about the Ceratosaurus or anything else, this will probably make me a little bit more confident in getting up close to a lot of the animals. So I'll be able to test out and see just how much of a punch the Revolver can pack. I know depending on the circumstances of where the rounds hit against the Carnivores, you can get one-shot kills, like if you get it in their mouth. But I don't know so much for, like, Herbivores with, like, their mortal zones, or, like, going for their lungs or hearts. Although I don't think I should really go for the hearts, because those will be super hard to hit. We've just got to try finding, well, anything out here. Well, I think this is the... Yeah, this is the edge of the island, so we're not going to find anything here. I am still... Well, okay, it's probably too late to say this. Like, I still don't have an idea what I'm going to do for the last episode. If no requests come in, or... You know what? There. Just to keep that out of here. Don't need to put up with that crap. Oh, something's nearby. I don't know what I'm going to do for the last episode. I thought maybe I would see about trying to test, like, the player upgrades and the... Oh, Parasaurolophus. Okay, now that's interesting. Nothing went off on the hunter mate that it was picking us up. So I don't know how it, like, is programmed to be working. 1, 2, just get full map view. Because normally what should happen is if anything is picking you up, you'll see either the sight meter spring up or you'll see the hearing meter go up. I don't know if it's because I don't have the beeper selected, but we'll just see if we can find something else in the fog. Try to test that out a little more. Okay, I thought I heard something from a different direction. Okay, that was a hit. We'll see if it goes down from that. Because it looked like that was a fair hit. Oh, see, I don't think it's going to take it down. I thought that looked pretty good for a lung shot, but maybe not. And then, well, I mean, we didn't have to drop the entire chamber for it, but I guess that's just the fixed reload animation. Gotta remember I should take a few more shots before I'm going to do that. Okay, that's just something in the distance, giving us that. See, again, it's just that the game is so silent. Oh, because there's, like, very little sounds the animals make until you are right up close with them. You don't just hear, like, little calls or bellows or anything from them. Gotta see if I can use this rock to get really close. Like, we do have the red circle highlight just to kind of say, like, danger. I think that was only the first hit there. I know the revolver can have a lot of sway to it, but sometimes it seems like the hitboxes are super janky. And just like that, he's basically gone in the mist. Gone in the fog. Who knows where he went? I'd like to actually try to put him down just so that we can try to count and see how many shots actually have registered. Is like going into him. But yeah, trying to track without the little modifier is really difficult in this game. Yeah, I have no idea where he oh. Okay, so I went this direction. But then, yeah, like without the little modifier, you get areas like this with all the grass, and it's almost impossible to see through it. Oh, okay, if there is one animal that should go down from a vital shot with the revolver, it should be a Stegosaurus. Oh, of course you had to turn her at that point. I do want to keep on it, though. Because, again, that is an animal that it's fairly easy to know where the lungs and the heart are. We'll see if we can try to get one hit on it. No, this might even be the way the Ankylosaurus that we took the shot off went too. Because I don't think these are stego tracks. And then there is something nearby. Oh, Ankylosaurus. So yeah, you're about 50. I'm trying to remember what the pistol's like effective range supposedly is. Okay, that was, I'm pretty sure, one hit. Yeah, not going to go down. There's no bit of red from that. Okay, so I know the Ankylosaurus is probably the hardest one to try getting down with just the pistol. You're going to probably need a few shots due to, like, the armoring it has. I'd like to try to find a stego and just properly test at that. The only problem is, it is just so hard to see through the fog or get an idea of where things are. Oh, okay, that's probably our Ankylosaur we've been shooting. I think it's got at least 2 shots in it, so maybe we'll just try unloading all we can of the revolver till it goes down. Good lord. I'm not sure how many shots we put into it, but it's still going. And the Pteranodons sound suspiciously like the Ceratosauruses. Like, I don't know if it's just me that it seems like it's a very similar sound, or they just reused it for those overhead. But it sounds a lot like the Ceratosauruses sort of like hiss or cry before they do turn angry. Oh. Okay, how many shots have you taken? You're only 3, so maybe there have been 2 Ankylosaurs we've actually been working at. But at least there's one dino down. It seems like the Revolver, it might not have the ability to, like, hit the mortal zones like the lungs or heart, but it's more powerful, just like chunks of damage the dinos will suffer if they get hit. It's kind of weird to describe. Let's say if it suffers a shot to the heart or to the lungs, we'll use the lungs because that's more what I've aimed for a lot, it suffers 5 points of damage. And say the Revolver takes 1 point off or 2 points off per times it hits dinosaur. So every shot, no matter where the Revolver hits on the dino, it'll be that too. So you can't get the critical hits you would get with other weapons, but you can still blast off chunks until the dino's HP is nothing. That might be a way to, like, put into perspective how that operates. Now, that does... Now, because of how the carnivores have the open mouths, it might be different for them. Oh, jeez. Okay, you go running off. Oh. Didn't really... What are you... Oh, wow, you calmed right the heck down. I'm guessing it's going to turn aggressive and come right back. Because that was a Triceratops, and they have kind of like the bug the Ceratos do. I mean, I'm going to call it bug because it does... I don't think it should be a feature that... is built into the game as it is. I thought it'd be coming back, but... Unless this is kind of like what happened, last episode with that one Serrato that we got the hits off when it was eating. It went off to who knows where, and then it's like, as soon as it got to a point where it could pick us up, it automatically goed aggro. Or automatically went aggressive. But that didn't kill the trike. It's still out in the fog somewhere. Yeah, the pistol is... Or the revolver, not really a pistol. The revolver is definitely a one I wouldn't say to rely on that much. If you are going to use it, it's going to be like chipping off the last bits of health from something that's like been made aggressive, or you basically gotta fan the hammer when you're after any other species. Because it doesn't seem like it registers getting lung shots. Despite, like, I think I've gotten some of them placed pretty proper this episode. Not all of them. But there are a few that I thought would have definitely registered as being a lung shot. Oh. Oh no, wait, that's just the Ankylosaurus we got earlier. I am kind of surprised I'm not seeing or hearing more, like, herbivores out here. Again, I think the stego is going to be the easiest way to test if we can take something down with just one shot from the revolver or not. I heard something up here. Oh! Okay, I don't know if that's it running away, but there is a stego that was just up here. And I think he picked me up a second time. But yeah, you saw there the... I wonder if it's something that's, like, tied to the radar. Like, I know I'm bouncing around a lot. I apologize for, like, the commentary this episode. But one thing is when it comes to, like, how the hunter mate operates, it almost takes, like, the first animal you have selected from a roster and keeps track of that highlighted for the radar. I'm wondering if the beeper is almost like that, too. Okay, so this will be an easy test of this right here. I don't even think that registered as a hit. Yeah, we're not going to let you get away. I mean, we can actually keep up with you, which is surprising. Yeah, no, see, I don't even think that registered as being one hit on it. And I don't know how that's possible, considering, like, the distance we were shooting at. Okay, well, at least we're getting kind of funneled into an area that should be easy to try a follow-up with it. Yeah, there he goes. Hopefully he's calming down in just a moment or two. But I don't know what's going on with the hitboxes sometimes, like... It feels like a number of shots just almost phase right through the animals, despite it looking like it should have been a proper hit. Oh, geez, we got a trike here. Was not expecting the trike up here, too. But that was I think, at least 3 shots into the trike. I don't know if it's going to come back angry or not. It's not down from that. How many shots am I at? Only 5 left. Okay, I don't think the trike's coming back. I'm going to try to focus on the Stegosaurus again. And see if we can just get this last attempt in for taking it down. We got a parasaur coming in. Oh, no, see, and yeah, again, nothing like registers on this to say like it's starting to pick you up. There's no scale. It does seem like maybe it is tied to certain species. Or like, as you have the radar selected, then you can go through species there. The beeper acts the same way. Well, that's me out of ammo, but even all those into a Stegosaurus didn't take it down. Oh, no, it did. Okay. Yeah, so the Revolver, I don't think, unless you get an eye shot, or it's against a carnivore, will register as, like, taking down vitals. It doesn't seem like they actually do that. It's more going to be a way just to pump out some extra damage against something to try to finish it off if the first shot didn't do it. So like against Ceratosauruses or other carnivores or the DLC stuff, it's going to be good for that, not for truly hunting with your own. Like it says, yeah, 0 critical shots for this entire outing. Which does feel a bit weird for like how many times it looked like it should have been a hit on some species. But we're going to wrap this episode of Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt up there, test out the Revolver, kind of gotten a little bit to show that off. It does feel like it could be one of those weapons that should work like the others. If you hit a lung or something, it will take it down. I would love to see evidence that I'm wrong, and that is how they operate, and it's just I'm a terrible shot, but a lot of Dinosaur Hunt is questionable for how it's programmed and works right now, so it might be that's impossible to get regular Mortal Zone shots with it. I don't know. I'd love to see video of people getting that and proving me wrong. So if you do know of any, be sure to link them in the comments. And again, because of how I have the the comments regulated a little bit, the links won't appear as soon as you post, just because I have to approve them as they're held under review. It's a way to fight some bots my channel used to encounter. I still want to have that in place just to keep it a little regulated, but yeah, if you do know of any videos that show that off with the Revolver for Mortal Zone kills with Dinosaur Hunt, please link them to me so that way I can see and I can relay that to you guys. But we're going to end this episode off here. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Dinosaur Hunt. If you did like the video, be sure to give a like. Any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And please remember, as always, survivors, to take care and stay alive.